Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I ain't gonna let the people frisk me if I'm dirty, homie. A nigga never touch me, I got that dirty on me.
Don't be afraid to venture over the bridge. I'm thorough, in every borough, my name be ringing.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Yo, what's good? It's DJ Thorough, aka Thorozano, the bridge to the streets. Right now, you're watching the hottest in the streets, right here on Thisis50.com. I got a special guest in the building, go by the name of Nova. What's up, kid?
What's going on, brother? How you feel?
I'm great, man. Good to have you here, man.
It's good to be here. Trust me, I feel that way.
Before we even get started, man, I like to pride myself on breaking new talent and introducing people to unfamiliar faces. You know,
Okay.
I have a track record for that. You know,
Okay.
and we can ask the likes of Fetty Wap, French Montana, you know, people like that. You know,
Yeah.
I get to people early. You know,
Uh-huh.
so. And in your case, it's no exception or whatever. So I was talking to you, man, DJ Showing Money or whatever.
Yeah.
He basically put me on to you or whatever. Shout out to him. And you know, your music is pretty tight, man.
Thank you.
Where you coming out of? So people that don't know.
Oh, BX all day, Bronx. New
BX
York.
all day. What part of Bronx you from?
Oh man, I mean, shout out to Kingsbridge. I was born and raised on 174th and McCombs Road. Actually.
Okay. You got this new project, right?
Yes,
It's called It's About Time.
that's right.
It's About Time. I heard the joints on there. You know, your lyrical content is dope. You got substance and you talking about something.
Thank you.
Other than the obvious, what is the title about?
Oh man, I mean, first and foremost, it's about time. It's a generalized statement. It's something that we all say every time we accomplish something. It's about time I graduated. It's about time
I
got
hit
this
that ass
promotion.
from a chick, like something like that too, right?
Exactly. No, exactly.
All right.
So, you know, every time somebody now says it's about time and they come across this album, guess who they think about?
Right.
That's me. It's about time also, like from a perspective of when somebody's trying to be successful, they want to own their own business and be financially free.
Right.
The ultimate, I mean, I would think the ultimate goal behind being financially free is to own your time. So
Okay.
it goes back to it. It's about time. And I mean, one of the main reasons is I've been rapping since 2003, and this is my first solo album.
Okay.
It's about time I dropped something.
Yeah, it is about time. All right, so coming from the Bronx,
Mhm.
you know, obviously hip hop was started in the Bronx.
Yeah.
When did you first get into music?
2003, but
That's when you first got into music?
no, I'm sorry. That's when I first.
Like, when did
emerged
you
as an
first
artist.
discover hip hop? Like, when did you, obviously you were a kid, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Like, when was that?
I can go as far as back as 94.
94, that's when
Yeah.
you, okay, that's when you
Because I
was
remember
exposed
like,
to it.
yeah, I remember like hearing Pac on the radio. I remember like Wu-Tang, and I remember Busta and, you know, ODB and everybody. My uncles used to blast them when we would drive to Jersey. And yeah, so I was exposed to it around that time.
Right, so the first artist you heard was Pac and...
Yeah, like Pac, Busta Rhymes from New York, Wu-Tang,
Right.
I mean Puff. I remember, like, it gets more vivid when I
Right.
start getting into the Puff era and the Jay-Z era.
Right. Now, the reason why I'm asking, because I'm trying to, I want to know what inspires you to want to do this. Like, what did you hear? What was the defining incident that happened? Like, you heard a song and you was like, hey, I could do that, or you saw somebody in the park rhyming, or you was looking at TV. Like,
Yeah.
what made you want to be a rapper?
Well, I mean, I was always around artists. So as a child, growing into an adolescent, I was involved in the church. And I
Okay.
had artists around me who were actually rappers. And I was always the person around the rappers. I never was a rapper, but I did begin doing poetry around 8 to 12. So from the age of 8 to 12, I'm already doing poetry.
Right.
I wasn't into like rapping on beats and stuff like that until later on.
Right.
I remember one Christmas, my father had bought me the Jay-Z Volume 1 in my lifetime.
Okay.
And he bought me the Puff Daddy and the Bad Boy
You had a
Family.
dope father, man.
I had a dope father. I still do.
You know what I got for Christmas from my pops? One orange. I'm messing with you.
If you were hungry, I'm sure it was a great gift.
Can you imagine waking up 5 years old under the trees, one orange?
I mean,
No,
no,
I'm fucking with
I
you.
can't.
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. But go ahead, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, so Puffy, Jay, I was a huge Mace fan.
Okay.
Like Harlem Road,
Right.
Repeat, Cameron, that whole 90s wave,
Right.
like mid 90s to late 90s wave, that really inspired me as an artist. And I started,
Right.
then I was like, oh, okay. Then Eminem came out. I remember
Okay.
when the Slim Shady LP came out, even back to Infinite when that came out.
Right.
And I was just like, you know what, I kind of like this. And I would start writing and stuff
Right.
like that.
All right. So out of all these artists, who would you say? I mean, you named it, but who would you directly say? I wanted to be like, because everybody had a favorite. Like, who's your favorite growing up? Let me put it that way. Who was the one guy like, damn, I want to rap like that, I want to be like that? Or
Mace.
Mace.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's surprising. Mace.
Yeah.
Okay. Mace. Shout out to Mace.
Shout out to Mace.
Right. I mean, Mace influenced a lot of people, like Fab. You know, whether they want to admit it or not. You know.
Fabulous Sport.
Yeah, Fabulous Sport. Yeah. Mace influenced a lot of people. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and his whole cadence, people, you know, they kind of borrowed his style and took it to another level. But yeah, so I don't get that from you. Did you start off rhyming like Mace, like the flashiness and you know, because Mace was very a materialistic rapper.
Yeah, I did. So as an artist, when I started making music as an artist, I always made music about things that were never true to me. I would rap about having jewelry. I would rap about...
That's 99.999% of the artists today, but okay.
I mean, I'm glad I was able to evolve from that.
Right.
Yeah, but that was a starting point.
Right.
You know, 16, driving a flyest car, but no permit.
With no permit.
It's all good though.
It's all good though, right.
I just knew it as rap.
Right. So content-wise, let's talk about this. It's about time.
Mm-hmm.
Content-wise, what do we talk for? You know, for anybody that may want to be curious and check this out,
Yeah.
what can they expect when they listen to It's About Time from Nova?
I want to say a mesh of hip hop, New York hip hop lyricism, fused with like new wave hip hop. So
Okay.
like you get the sounds, you get the feel, but the content is able to connect to you right here, which
Right.
is important. But you're able to groove to the beats. It's not like boom bats from song 1 to 11. You get different feels in there.
Right. So for example, give me an example of a song.
All right, so I got a record with Dave East on there called World So Empty.
Shout out to Dave East.
Shout out to Dave East.
Okay.
All right, that's more of a lyrical, you know, let's rap about life kind of New York feel record.
Right.
Then I got a record on there called Pacify. That one, you know, the first words is on there, like, I woke up late for work this morning, asking nigga if he give a fuck.
Right.
And that's a more relatable feel, but that song is more anthem-y. That song is more, you play this in your car, you turn this up, and it gets you feeling in a certain kind of way.
Right.
Whereas to where you hear a Beach Waves, which is the last record on the album, it'll take you into a deep thought kind of feel. So, you know, you have Winter Circle. Winter Circle was inspired by that moment when you want to celebrate with your people.
Right.
When I wrote that record, I envisioned my crew around a table celebrating in some strip club, bottles popping. That was my mind frame for that record.
Right.
So you get all different
You get
kinds
all
of
different-
feels. I like to think
Right.
that I touched every angle.
So was there anybody else other than Davies that people may be familiar with?
Well, I got my man T Money on there. I got my
Okay.
man Malcolm on there. Those are like personal friends, people that I'm just
Right.
doing this music thing, and they're doing it too. And why not? You
Right.
know, we got good vibes and we have good relationships. So I wanted to make sure they were on my album as well.
Right. So where can people go check this out? If they wanted to, if they're watching this and they want to go, download this or check it out.
Yeah.
Where's it available?
I mean, we can find it on Apple Music. You can stream it off Tidal, Spotify. You can stream it for free right off my website, which is thenovaconcept.com.
Right.
You can also get it on iTunes, and
Okay.
it's pretty much available on every commercial streaming platform.
Right. All right. Is you 100% independent?
Yes.
One.
I think it's important. I
Yeah.
think that's just where the industry is going. You know, a lot
Right.
of independent acts. So for me, just to get off subject really quick, I think that my man Tommy said something interesting. Hip hop has enough room for everybody to create their own wave.
Right.
Now, if you're gonna go sign with a record label, whatever the case may be, and you're gonna go that route, just understand that you gotta play by the rules of the game, and there's a certain sound that labels are looking for, because there's a certain sound that's in. There's a
Right.
wave.
Right.
If you're gonna go independent and do your own thing, you have that freedom, but you have to work 10 times as hard to make sure that your music is heard.
Right.
Because you're not getting radio budgets.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
Right.
So
All right. So speaking of that, what do you think about today's artists coming up, the youth or whatever, like the teenage rappers? Like, I don't really want to name names, but who do you dislike in the industry right now?
I don't actually dislike
You gotta
anybody.
You gotta dislike somebody.
No. So here's the thing with me. Like, so if an artist makes a record that I don't want to say fuck with,
Right.
but that it doesn't capture me.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say that I dislike it, because standing in the shoes of an artist, I understand that it doesn't matter if your record is quote unquote, in perspective, trash, or if it's the dopest record. It still took some sort of creative, mental energy to go into that record.
Right.
So I actually respect that.
So check this out. I got this segment right
Okay.
on the show.
Yeah.
It's called On the Spot.
Hey,
You know what that means?
on the spot.
That means you're on the spot. It's DJ Thorough, hottest in the street. Thisis50.com. I need to hear some bars. Let's go. Nova, let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Let's go.
Man, I've been doing this for many days,
Woo.
from Kingsbridge down to Tampa Bay. I'm in my city right now and I'm trying to build a name. This nigga Gio, my partner, like tagging in the ring. Just know it's still KO, my nigga, and I get it through your brain. I gotta hit you with flows you never heard aloud. Fuck a SoundCloud play, I need some word of mouth. I give them quality every time that a word come out. I son these rappers, I think it's time that I burp them now. Just left the lounge and I drank too much, so I'm swerving now. I got your one in my passenger, doing burpees now. Told me about the text, how you hit her up trying to work it out. I'm sorry, I'm the reason this situation ain't working out. She gets weak for a nigga who keep it realer than the rappers who can rhyme but their life don't match what their words about. Woo! Damn it, Thoroughly, we should slow it down. Nah, cause after this they gon' know the sound. A paperweight on a paper chase, working day to day. Sometimes I fade away, but man, all in all, it's to hold it down. These are results to what I become when I'm zoning out. Beautiful nights back on Harrison, we will blow it down. Woo! A glass of wine, how I flow around. I'm overworking and nowadays hardly going out. I make it happen, I'm not the type that'll mope around. I say it now, then you see me do it, it's so profound. I do this shit for the people that really love the style. I'm not the one who you gotta watch how you joke around. I Tony Robbins them niggas and get them focused now. You're awoken now, the young opus now. Come have a walk in my city and let me show you around. So if you doubted before, do you doubt him now? Ayy, I'm just really having fun with it. From the borough of KRS-One and Pun did it. I'm from the city that doesn't sleep in the evening. Our women are the baddest, my nigga, you gotta see this. Rappers are the coldest, it might be hard to believe it, but we all going off, let's just hope that you're not the reason.
Hey.
What up, Sean Money? I wanna see us win. Back to back, win the chip, then do it again. World tour, run you niggas who aren't legit. Niggas took a dream and did it big, that's as real as it gets. Man, another night with some strippers and shit. Cause that inspires all these written to hear me spit. The type of verses help you rappers to pick up a pen. I motivate you with my words, you're rolling this bitch. Whatever.
Hey, man, on the spot, man. You can't put him on the spot.
Hey.
Nova, man. DJ Thorough, hottest in the streets. If anybody want to get at you, contact you for shows, you look like you got some bars. You may get your Quentin Miller one, too. They want to get at you. How can they get at you?
All social media is ReachingNOVA, ReachingNOVA. Don't forget to add in the front. You can go on Google. You'll find my YouTube and everything.
What is it? What's your YouTube?
Oh, YouTube at ReachingNOVA.
Because people retarded. You got to tell them.
Instagram at ReachingNOVA, Twitter at ReachingNOVA, YouTube at ReachingNOVA. Just Google ReachingNOVA or my direct website, thenovaconcept.com. And of course, I can't forget SoundCloud at ReachingNOVA, Facebook at ReachingNOVA.
Right. Is there anything you want to tell people, like a misconception about yourself, or anything that you want the audience to know about yourself?
I'm working. I want everybody to know that I'm working, and I'm not gonna say more than that because my actions, they just.
It's about the music.
They're
man.
moving.
It's about the music.
And I just want to thank the people. Can I do a quick
Do
thank
you?
I want to thank Tommy Guns and Goodfellas TV. I want to thank everybody that's a part of the King's Legacy movement. I want to thank Sean Money. You know, my whole entire family, they're all very supportive of what I do.
DJ Thorough, hottest in the streets. Nova, when you see us, one knee us. Let me pay respect. We out.
Hey.